All right, 8th graders, I'm going to put parentheses around this. I'm just going to change my picture just a little bit. All right, 8th graders, this is to help you with question 8 on CR 23. It says triangle ABC undergoes a translation to create DEF, as shown below. In these triangles, side AB is congruent to side DE. Congruent means have the same measure. Which means we can set the two sides equal to each other. Tells us AB, that length, is equal to the length of DE. So I think that's probably an important fact. AB is equal to DE. AC is congruent to DF. Well, here's AC, that's 14. That sure is congruent to DF. Determine the value of X. Okay, so we're going to take the fact that we know side AB has the same measure as DE. So for part A, I'm going to set AB equal to DE. So AB is 2 times the quantity X minus 3, and I'm going to set that equal to whatever DE is, that's X minus 2. All right, now I'm just going to solve this equation for X to determine the value of X. My first step will be to distribute the 2 through. 2 times X is 2X minus 2 times 3 is 6. 2X minus 6 equals X minus 2. Now I'm going to move all constants to the right-hand side. How do I undo this subtraction? I undo this subtraction with addition. So I'll add 6. Undo this subtraction with addition, add 6. Minus 6 plus 6, bye-bye. I have 2X equals X. Negative 2 plus 6 is plus 4. Now I'm going to move all my variables to the left. So now I'm going to take this and subtract 1x on each side. 2x minus 1x is 1x equals, on the right-hand side, I'm left with 4. Some of you are like, oh, I got to divide both sides by 1. Sure, go for it. 1 times x is just x. I've just determined x is equal to 4. Some of you at this step, I just want to say some of you at this step may have chosen to add 2 to both sides. I'm sorry. May have chosen to subtract x on both sides. There's lots of options here. So, all right, 8th graders, this is to help you with question 8 on CR 23. It says triangle ABC undergoes a translation, just slides over, to create triangle DEF as shown below. In these triangles, side AB is congruent to side DE. Is congruent to means they have the same measure. So the measure of side AB is actually equal to the measure of side DE. So AB, this side, has the same measure as DE, this side. AC is congruent to DF. Okay, AC is congruent to DF. Sure, they're both 14 centimeters. Determine the value of X. So if I have AB is equal to DE, I can set AB, which is 2 times the quantity X minus 3, equal to DE, which is X minus 2. Now I'm just going to solve this equation for X. I'm going to start by distributing 2 to clear out these parentheses. 2 times X is 2X, minus 2 times 3 is 6. 2X minus 6 equals X minus 2. At this point, lots of ways to go about solving this equation, but I believe your teachers encourage you to move all x's to the left side of the equal sign, all constants to the right. So that's what I'll do. I'll take this 1x and I'll move it over to the left-hand side of that equal sign. I'll do that by subtracting 1x from the right. If I subtract 1x from the right side of the equal sign, I must subtract 1x from the left side of that equal sign. x's get subtracted from x's. 2x minus 1x is 1x. Then I still have a minus 6 equals, on the right-hand side, I have minus 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and move all constants to the right. This is just a two-step equation that you've been solving since 6th grade. How do I undo subtracting 6? I have to add 6 to the left side of that equal sign. Therefore, I have to add 6 to the right side of that equal sign. Minus 6 plus 6, bye-bye, those zero out. I have 1x equals negative 2 plus 6 is a positive 4. Some of you are like, okay, now I'm going to divide both sides by 1. Go for it if you feel the need to, but 1x is just x. X will be equal to 4. There we go. We determine the value of x. Now for part B, given the value of x that you found in part A, so given the fact that we know x is 4, find the length of side AB. Well, we know AB is equal to 2 times the quantity x minus 3. Place of x, I'm now going to substitute the 4. 2 times the quantity, 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. So this side length is 2. Obviously, my picture is not correct because these are not drawn to scale. These are terrible pictures. This side is 2, that side's 14. The picture makes it look like they're equal. And here DE better also be 2. So if I have 4 minus 2 is 2. So really, these visuals are very deceiving. All right. I hope that helps.